He was walking alone on the road at the midnight. He liked winter, but not now. He didn't even like any weather. He was alone. It was his own fault. 2 years have passed since he left Korea. 2 years have passed since he saw his daughter. He spent 2 years searching his love, and about 820 days have passed since separation from them. When they come into his world, he bring light, and when he left his world turned dark. They, his friend, his love, his world, his joy, his addiction. Jungkook never thought he could ever fall in love at the age of 44, and that too with a 24-year-old boy. When Jungkook gave all the business to Jia, he was focused on one thing, and that was find Taehyung. He went to all the countries. That's all their favorite. Contact embassies like China, Japan, USA, but he did not know anything about them. He did not give up. He stayed in Korea but did not meet Jia. Lala kept him with her. Lala completed her duty of being a friend. She never left Jungkook alone. She continued to fulfill her duty of being a friend. She forced Jungkook to take care his business and searching there at the same time. And Jungkook accepted this. Then Jungkook started going to the office sometimes. When Jia find out that her father in Korea, she goes to see him, but Jungkook refused to see her. And Jia hated them more and more. She blamed them for everything. She had changed in 2 years. She was a businesswoman and was teach everything by Mr. Bong. And now Mr. Bong was her personal manager and her boyfriend was her secretary. Well, years ago, Jin suddenly visited Jungkook's office. Jungkook was in his room when he heard that someone had come to see him and wanted to tell him something very important. So he called him into his room. Jungkook didn't recognize Jin, but was surprised when Jin introduced himself. And then Jin told him that he went out of the country for his new project and he saw Taehyung there. Jungkook stood up when he heard their name and started questioning him. That's how Jungkook found out after 400 plus days they lives in Paris. He knew their brother lived in Paris, but he never thought they would be there. And he thanks Jin and they become friends. After a few days, he started preparing to go to Paris, but it was going to take some time. But he stopped. He's searching the answer for some questions. First question. He is in Paris, but Paris is a very big city. How will he find there? Second question. What will happen to my father's business after I leave? And the most important questions. Will they forgive me and will he be single? Whatever I did to him, I mean my daughter, would be waiting for me till now. Those questions are sitting in his mind. So he stopped. He started looking for answers to questions. There are no answers. Promises had been broken, and there was the victim of a misunderstanding too. So why would he still waiting, Jungkook? Why? And so 20 days more passed. Business went on as usual, but his heart was dying. One night he come back from office and went to bath. When he come back, the sound of the main door opened. He stopped. Only his former manager knew about this house, and now his former manager is Chia manager. Then why and who come to this apartment at that time? The face flashed into his mind. He thought maybe they'd come back. He put on shirt and started down the stairs. His heart was pounding. He come to the dining area there, and his smile disappeared. And the person standing in front of him, eyes widened and his mouth opened. Uncle Jungkook. Jungkook kept looking at him. What are you doing at my friend's house? How dare you come in here? Jimmy got angry at him. How are you, Jimmy? I have asked you a question, Mr. June. He shook his head. This house belongs to my dad. What? My dad? Wow. He no longer your Mr. June. You lost him. Maybe you don't know, remember that he has now left Korea and I sent you a letter with pictures. You didn't read that letter? He was silent. Forgive me. Silence. And then Jimmy laughed. Wow. The thought of apologize come to you very quickly, Mr. June. What about the pain my best friend got because of you? You have done him very wrong, Mr. June, and I will never forgive you. I knew Jimmy. I hurt him, but I regret since that day. Good to hear now. Regret is always your destiny, Mr. June. Go back to your daughter who has all right over you. I have cut off all contact with Gia. Jimmy was surprised. I cut off my contact with her from the day I found out that she forced there and sent fake videos, create misunderstanding between us. Jimmy kept looking at him. Jungkook sat down on the couch. I always try to make her a good person, but I failed. You are all right. You there, Zoe. All right. I supported my daughter. I lost my love, but he looked at his hand. I was left empty-handed. Most important, she, my own daughter, took away all my happiness from me. It's been more than 1 year since I chose this apartment. It's been over 1 year since I left Gia. I searching for that everywhere but couldn't find it. I called you 1,000 times but you blocked me. I admit I have sinned, but why doesn't anyone understand me? Jimmy's eyes filled. My only child is my enemy. Why don't you guys understand how much pain I am in? Why did I get lonely? Why did no one understand me? They understand you, Mr. June. He loved you without any greed, but you did not understand it. I know. I know, and I will live with this regret forever. He closed his eyes and leaned back against the couch. Our love lives in this apartment, Jimmy. This apartment is my paradise. If I don't get there, I will spend the rest of my life in this apartment. This is the only thing I have. I still sees him in the kitchen, sometime on the balcony, sometime on the couch, sometime on the bed. He lives in every corner of this apartment. That's why you are here, Jungkook nodded. But Mr. Jeon, I come to this apartment with a purpose. Purpose? What purpose? They they wants me to sell this apartment and send the money to his bank account. He says he will never come back Korea. So what to do with this apartment? Jungkook look at the house. You, yes, and I have to do it as soon as possible. By the way, you know where he lives? Jungkook, who was looking at the floor. I found out about 20 days ago, but I am afraid to face it, so I am still in Korea. How can he sell this apartment? Our love is connected with this place. He considered this apartment important. He used to say that we will stay here. How is that possible? Just as you didn't consider it important years ago, he also doesn't consider this house important. Jungkook fell silent. Anyways, I have to get the papers from his room. Jimin went to their bedroom. Jungkook just sat there. After a while, I am going now, Mr. June. You arrange a house for yourself. Jungkook looked at him and his eyes fall on his right hand. Why are you taking this guitar? They said, bring my guitar. But, Mr. June, I have to go back. He turned around, but stopped. How is he? Good. He is happy? I don't know the answer. Please, Jimmy. Jimmy took a deep breath, sat on the couch. As your situation is, so is his situation. He says he forget you, but I know him since childhood. I catch his lie. My friend is paying a heavy price for loving you, Mr. June, but never speaks against you. I will buy this apartment. Jimmy looked at him. What? I will buy it and get their back, Mr. June. We will live in this apartment. We and our word. All the promises we made. Fulfill. Our story will be complete. Jimmy, I will pay any price you sell this apartment. June, please do this favor. He will hate me, Mr. June. Will not. Don't tell him you sold me apartment. I do not hide anything from him. Jimmy biting his nails. Jimmy, I want a chance. Give me just one chance. Please sell me this apartment. Jimmy, look at him. Please, Jimmy, please. I will die for it without this house. Please, I love him so much. Okay, I will bring the papers tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Same time, Mr. June. The next day, he come back and signed the papers and took the money and gave the papers to Jungkook. Thank you so much, Jimmy. Thank you very, very much. Jungkook thanking him while crying, but his eyes fall on the table and then on Jimmy. I am friend of the one who loves you. I am not Gia, and I also want Gia to lose. I want to see her lose, crying. Jungkook kept looking at him. You raised Gia as a father and mother, so you worried about her. But she did not give you all that is the duty of a child. They support her every step, not because he loved you, but because he wanted to see Gia happy and see what your daughter gave him, pain and suffering. You did wrong, but I said, I have to read your eyes and condition are telling me that you are regretting. You are regretting. So I am giving you a chance, second last chance. This is their studio card, his home address, and this is his phone number. He is single and runs an arts studio. He lives with his brother. I will advise you, you will talk to Yoon Gi-hyun first. If he forgive you, it will be easy for you, but Bella will not forgive you. Bella, Yoon Gi-hyun's soon-to-be wife. She loved them very much. She used to think of him as her brother, but now she thinks as her son. Relationship he longed for in the form of Bella. He get that relationship. Sister, mother, friend. This is my number. Let me know whenever you come to Paris, and I will arrange your residence. I go now. My flight is in the morning. Jungkook hugged him. Jimin pulled away from him. I hope I will not regret this decision. Remember, I am doing all this just to take a revenge from Gia. Her defeat is connected with their happiness, and you are their happiness. I'll go. Bye. And he left, leaving Jungkook alone. But this time, Jungkook smiled. Be ready now, you, my psycho love. He looking at the star outside the window. Cards in papers are on his chest, while tears in his eyes and a smile on his lips. I love you there. Jimin gave him a reason to live. He will be grateful to Jimin for the rest of his life.